Hey Ann, I don't know if you realize this, but we're in front of Main Street Station, and that means there's only a handful of places we could possibly be. But today, we are at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in Magic Kingdom. Let's go! We're so excited to be here. What are we doing tonight?
We are at Mickey's Not So Scary, so we're going to be doing candy, rides, meeting the people, doing the things, seeing the stuff. We're so excited to be here. This came together very quickly for us. It was a very last minute trip. We planned this in less than a month, and we're just super duper pumped to be here today and to just have a fun time.
We are coming through in the special entrance in Magic Kingdom for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. This is an extra cost ticketed event. If you buy a day admission to Magic Kingdom on the day of a party, the park will be closed early, and it will be only open to those who have a wristband for Mickey's Not So Scary.
So excited you're joining us! Hi, welcome! Happy Halloween!
So after you get scanned in, get your wristband, you come kind of beside Main Street, kind of out towards Tomorrowland, but eventually you're going to run into a line of cast members who are handing out your candy bags for the night. I don't know if you guys can see it in the shot, but there's some teal bags that are kind of at the top of those bins. Those are for allergy-friendly needs, so if any guests have allergies to certain foods, they grab one of those bags and the cast members know to send them somewhere else to get candy.
Look at this funny little creature right here. Hello, darling. Hello.
Here is the bag they hand you. It already has some M&Ms inside of it. On the other side, looks like that. There's the other side for you. So the first 2 hours of the party are a little busier just because the day guests are still allowed to stay in the park until 6 p.m. Once 6 p.m. hits, the cast members know to look for guests with purple wristbands. Hey Ann, show us your wristband. Boom. So that's the wristband you get once you come in. And if you don't have a wristband after 6, well, you're going to be asked to leave. But then that's going to deplete all wait times. Everything gets pretty much close to a walk-on, if not just a short wait. All right, so we cannot go any further into the video without addressing the elephant in the room, so to speak. So Ann and I are dressed up for the party. We are Mike and Sully from Monsters, Inc. or Monsters University, depending on your preference. But let me just take a second to brag about my wife for just a moment. She spent the time to make our costume. So for me, she glued or sewed the spots onto my shirt. She got all the pieces. These horns were a headband. She cut holes in the hat, and then she put some spots on them as well. And as for her shirt, why don't you talk us through what you did?
I just, the glue didn't work on the felt, so I had to sew the felt bits onto the felt, but then I glued the white part of his eye to the shirt, and that's holding just fine. And then I got all of my stuff off of Amazon. I got all of his stuff off of Amazon. These were from Etsy. We got Pooh Bear's little outfit. We got that.
Boo Bear.
We got that off of Etsy too. I'm not that creative, but we did. We have belt bags, and mine's a scream canister, and Tyler's is Boo's door. So I was just having a good time putting together these outfits. I think it's fun, and yeah, it's a good time. I enjoy doing stuff like this.
Space Mountain is a 20-minute wait, which this ride can get lines up to 60 to maybe even 80 minutes on a busy day. So we're definitely going to hop on this guy. Now, one bit to note, we will not have any ride footage because, well, first off, it's incredibly dark. For the Not So Scary Halloween Party, they do shut off the lights. So it's complete pitch black. You can't even see your hand in front of the face. So Ann just requested, there are two sides with this roller coaster. You can either go on the alpha side or the omega side. Ann is convinced the omega side is better.
I like it better.
You can request with a cast member if they'll let you go to the other side. I don't know that it's a guarantee, so they might.
It's not. They can totally tell you no. And if they do, just be respectful. Say no worries and go to the side that they assign you to. But it doesn't hurt to ask. But kind of keep an eye on it. It's not very busy, so I don't feel bad asking. But if it was swamped, I would have probably not asked and just gone to the side that they were pushing us to. Okay, so we hauled, oh, and my hair looks terrible. We hauled Booty over here from Tomorrowland to the Country Bear Jamboree because it's refurbished, it's new, we haven't been since it's opened, and it becomes a treat trail during the party, so we wanted to see it before it like closed. And so we ran because it's like what, 5:45, so we're gonna catch one of the last shows. But I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be so cute. I'm really excited. I was not a fan of the old one. I thought it was weird.
The old was the original. This one's been refurbished to add tunes in a Nashville country style and then also incorporate Disney tunes. The previous version just had some really like classic country.
Classic country songs that I didn't know, and I felt like Max in the Goofy movie when his dad takes him to the possum park, and everybody around me was clapping and like, this is great, and I'm like, I disagree. I don't love it. So I am so excited to see this new one. It's gonna be amazing. I'm pumped.
Right, we just finished up, and that was really awesome. I loved it.
Loved it. It was so cute. Oh, I love it. I know it was really controversial when they shut it down, and a lot of people didn't like that they were adding Disney IP to it, but I thought they did such a good job. I loved it. It was really cute. I think it's something that will withstand the test of time. I think that kids will know all of those songs, and I think that they will want to go watch it when they're tired or they need a break. They're going to want to go watch that versus having to go watch it because they don't have anything else to do. I loved it. I thought it was cute.
The issue was that nobody knew the classic country songs, and you could barely hear because it was the original show with the original sound system speakers. Like, it was just really hard to kind of get through because it's like, well, what's happening? But you can hear really clearly. I loved how Max and, oh, help me out, what are the other two?
Oh, I don't know their names. I didn't like the show.
The moose, the bison, and the deer, or whatever, the buck.
If you know the names, comment below.
This is very shameful that I don't, but I like how they actually sang along, and there was a lot more call and response from them.
Yeah.
It was just a very well done show, and I love that they also chose to end with the bare necessities. It seemed like that was very appropriate. So I think that one gets a double thumbs up from us both.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. So Big Thunder Mountain has become a staple in most of the Disney parks. Hey, there she is. It's a mine train ride, and I think the idea is that the mine train is haunted, set in the Old West, and you go through the mountain that's pretty much exploding. It's rough, it's rugged, it's fun.
It's so fun, we love it.
All right, we love that ride. That is such a blast.
It is.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say probably none of what I tried to shoot on the ride is usable, but you know what? It's a herky-jerky ride, and
it might be like 3 seconds here, a second there.
I hope, like, you've probably seen some B-roll by now, or you're getting it right this second, but you know, it really is the wildest ride in the wilderness, and we had a great time.
I love it. I think it's a good ride. All right, so one thing we wanted to touch on was how long we've been in the park, what we've been able to get done in the time frame that we've had. The party has not officially started yet, though the park is closed. So the way that these parties work is we were able to come into the park at 4 o'clock, and from 4 to 6, it's normal day guests with the party guests. Then at 6 o'clock, the park closes, and they kick everybody out between 6 and 7, and then at 7 o'clock, the party starts. And so the party has not started yet. This is what we've been able to do since walking into the park at, like, I think they let us in at like 3:50. So we got on Space Mountain, we've done Country Bear Jamboree, we've done Big Thunder, we've shot an hour's worth of reels, which is silly, but fun. And if you didn't know, we have an Instagram now. Follow us on Instagram. We'd love to have you. We're now just waiting for the official party announcement to come on so we can have that. And we can officially kick off Mickey's Not So Scary.
Good evening! The haunting hour is upon us. Time to trick or treat, run amok, and yell boo! Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party has begun!
Hopefully the People Mover, aka the greatest ride in the park, will not have an absurd wait. Which, of all rides to get a wait, how is it the People Mover? These are questions that make you stay awake at night. Not really. Here we go. That's what we're looking for. Let's get it. Appreciate the dedication that my wife is putting into these videos. Real content and YouTube content.
So Tyler, while we're stopped here on People Mover, tell us, what is your favorite Disney movie?
Ooh. It's a toss-up between Cars 1 and probably the original Toy Story.
Good.
What about you?
Emperor's New Groove.
It's not a bad one. This may sound a little bit like a cop-out because we're dressed appropriately, but Monsters Inc. ain't bad. Monsters University, I think that's, in a way, that's our movie since we watched that one a ton when we were just starting to date.
Yeah.
Heading to one of the newest Magic Kingdom rides, Tron Light Cycle Run. This was a ride that debuted in Shanghai Disney, and because of the overwhelming popularity, it was brought over to Orlando. You board a light cycle. It's a very innovative system where you are on like a motorcycle and you race into the grid. This opened, I want to say, sometime last year for the party, and actually as of recently it's been made into a normal queue. So what Disney will do is when they have a new ride, they will launch a virtual queue, which you have to get a boarding pass through the My Disney Experience app. But now that Tiana's Bayou is around, this is all of a sudden in a normal standby and lightning lane. So we are going to give it a try. It says it's 30 minutes right now. Let's see if we can get into the grid. So because of the unique ride system, this ride has a test seat. That way you can find out if you can comfortably fit into the ride system. If not, they have more of a regular roller coaster type car in the back of some of these trains that can accommodate guests who might be uncomfortable getting on the light cycle. You also cannot ride this ride with anything in your pockets. There are lockers, which we will get to at some point, and we will have to ditch all of our belongings, so unfortunately we cannot share ride footage of this one. Okay, my counterpart is saying that she's a little nervous. Anne, you doing okay over there?
I'm very nervous.
Let me ask you this. Is this the most unique type of roller coaster seat that you've ever, or that you would be ever getting into?
No, I've done suspension and I've done a standing. So I've done stuff like this, but they're just never my favorite.
As you can see, here's the tester seat that I kind of mentioned earlier. That way you can climb in and figure out if you will be comfortable as you ride.
Prepare to be digitized into the world of Tron.
Oh, let's go.
Tron Light Cycle Run is a thrilling, high-speed roller coaster type ride in the dark, making sharp turns with sudden drops and stops.
Okay, so here's the lockers, and you put your stuff in there, and then on the other side is where you pick it up. So this is where we leave you guys. All right, watch your stuff. Bye. Hi guys.
That was amazing.
It was terrifying, and I hated it.
Okay, Tron Light Cycle Run. What a coaster.
I didn't love it, but I'm willing to ride it a second time. I get really anxious before I ride random rides. Like, my heart rate was at 119. I get really nervous, and I hate that feeling of takeoff for the very first time where I don't know how fast it's gonna go. And so we went and we hit, and I just started going, I hate this. I hate this.
And the polar opposite, on the other side, I'm screaming my head off in
He's going,
enjoyment.
this is the best.
Yeah.
This is the best.
I'm screaming, let's go. You know, here's my thing. So when it counts you down 3, 2, 1, you see how you're in the coaster. I got chills from the bottom of my feet, and it went all the way up to my shoulders in just a matter of seconds. And the best adrenaline rush I've had in a while on a coaster just hit me when we launched. The one knock that seems to be pretty common amongst the guests is that it's a very short experience. It's about 90 seconds, maybe even less. So I think it's a ride that you ride for the experience of riding a light cycle and kind of the enjoyment of like the ambiance of going into the grid. I want to ride it again. We'll see how the lines are tonight, but I mean, I still give it like a fantastic recommendation. You should absolutely do it. Hello. Well, this is going to conclude part 1 of our experience at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Yeah, we were putting the videos together and just kind of realized this worked better as 2 videos than as 1. So we're splitting it into 2. Part 2 will be coming out October 23rd, 2024. So if you're viewing this after that date, it's already out and you can go watch it. But we just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. And if you liked today's video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us out a ton. But we're just so grateful for you guys. And I guess the only other thing to say is next stop,
ChurroCon!